What's up YouTube, Capital G here, checking out a brand new Evolsuar support card that just got revealed coming out of Chaos Impact. Color me surprised because I totally forgot that this archetype even existed, let alone Konami would want to be supporting this archetype and have any interest in giving them legacy support. I used to constantly say back during Zexal that they just felt like a really crappy version of Gladiator Beasts. A lot of their monsters, they got effects when they were summoned by like Evolsuar cards, and it just felt like the main deck monsters were all pretty mediocre, but the extra deck cards, Lagia and Doka, those cards were nuts. They were meta defining. It's just everybody ran them in Dino Rabbit, which was it was super ironic. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out the Evil Tile Mega Chirella. This is a fire reptile, level 1, 0 attack, 0 defense, hard once per turn on the first and second. First effect says you contribute 1 reptile monster and discard 1 card. Special summon 1 level 6 or lower fire dinosaur monster from your deck. Second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target 1 Dragon XC monster you control with no material. Attach up to 2 reptile and or dinosaur monsters with different names from your hand and graveyard to that target as material. Okay, so in layman's terms, Mega Chirella is basically Lone Fire Blossom for the Evil Tile and Evolsuar archetype. It can summon every single monster in this entire archetype, and if you decide to summon an Evolsuar, that monster gets its bonus effect because it was summoned by an Evil Tile, and that's obviously all willy-nilly. That's good. My major issue with this card is simply the discard cost. I feel like it doesn't need to be in there. It's completely unnecessary. I looked through the monsters in this archetype, I wanted to double check and make sure there is no good discard fodder in this archetype. It's not like they have any cards that when you discard them or when they're sent to the graveyard, you immediately search something or anything like that. So there really isn't any good discard fodder. You just kind of have to eat the discard and hope that you're up on your opponent. I feel like that was unnecessary. I mean, yeah, it can technically, like if you discard an Evolsuar and then you summon Volcano from your deck, you can summon the Volcano from your graveyard and then maybe you can go into an instant exceed play, so that's one way to kind of mitigate it. But for the most part, I just felt like it didn't need to be there. I feel like this card just should have been Lone Fire Blossom, tribute a reptile. Now the tributing, it can be itself, keep that in mind. But it also does have a little bit of synergy with Evil Tile Najasho, because if you tribute Najasho will summon another Evolsuar from your deck, and then that Evolsuar will get its bonus effect. So it's a little bit of, it's like a little bit of synergy. People used to do that with Evil Diversity, I believe, where you'd go Evil Diversity and then you get to, if you use Najasho, you get to summon 2 monsters. Honestly, I kind of feel like this card can be just as good in plain Jane Dinosaurs as it is in Evolzers, or I guess Evolsuars, Evil Tiles. It's all the same fucking archetype. People used to call them Digimon back in the day, but this card can actually be quite valuable in a deck like Dinosaurs because, number one, Dinosaurs, in my opinion, have way more discard fodder. They can discard something like Miscellaneousaurus, then use that from the graveyard. Number two, this card has multiple targets in the plain Jane Dinosaur deck. This can summon Miscellaneousaurus from your deck. You can also summon Jirak Alo, and this card has the ability, since dinosaurs do go into Evolsuar, Lagia, and Doka, you have the ability to, when your Lagia or Doka are used up, you can put the materials right back on this card. So I kind of feel like, even though this was supposed to be an Evil Tile Evolsuar card, I kind of feel like this card is just as good and just regular dinosaurs. And I guess even regular dinosaurs could possibly run 1-for-1 now because they have multiple targets that they could run in the main deck. I mean, it's a card that would have been exceptionally good in my opinion had it not required a discard cost. Unless Konami is going to release another Evolsuar card in the future that when it just sent, when it's sent to the graveyard, it just like does something, then I feel like they'll be able to, use this card without taking so much of a blow, because I feel like if you get Ash Blossomed or called by the grave, you're probably just gonna lose. You spent too much on one effect that didn't even resolve. But it's an okay card. Evolsuars still need obviously a whole lot of work, but their XC monsters, the Evolzers, have not been power creeped even after all this time. Anyways, whatever you guys think of Mega Chirella, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.